Moi, nu skal vi have en ny baby-dinosaur. Er Bummelson der? Er han?
Nej. I went with Jason's mother and Jason yesterday because out of everyone, they seemed to be the ones who needed some support the most. Especially because today Mike is going on the operation table. He's gonna have his organs removed. Basically, as I'm speaking, within like 4 minutes of me speaking right now, it's gonna be happening. It feels weird. I'm just glad that I was able to talk to Jason a bit seriously about this. I know he's only 4. There's a limit to how you should explain it to him. But I made sure that he understood the gravity of what's happening and the fact that it would be the last time that he saw his father, because the others, they were kind of beating around the bush a little too much. It was getting a little too feminine, you know, a little too overprotecting, and I figured you cannot. If I was him, I would have gotten furious later in life if I hadn't understood the gravity in the moment. If I hadn't gotten, you know, I insisted that he come over there, and I took him over so he could kiss his forehead and squeeze his hand goodbye. I told him that this is the last time he's going to see his father's body like this. Then he asked me if he was going to the skies. I'm an atheist, but of course that's not really important right now. I told him yes, of course. Because that's a language that he can understand, right? But yeah, it wasn't easy. I cried a lot yesterday. But I still tried to contain myself in front of Jason. I still don't feel quite right. I want to talk to my cousin Gulit today, but I don't know if he's busy, and I also don't want to leave these guys. I feel like it's really gonna start dawning on Natya, the mother, in just a couple minutes. But the way I see it, he died in my hands and my arms. Because he was already brain dead after 30 seconds or so. We got on 9/11 immediately. I just started yelling and screaming that the others need to call 9/11. And I tried doing everything I could, everything I knew I had to. And in the hospital, I talked to the medical staff there. And I went through every step I did. I explained what I did and the timeline of what I did, and asked them if there was anything that I could have done differently or faster, or but there wasn't. They told me I did the right things as fast as possible, and that this was more or less an immediate effect. It only happens to around 100 people a year in Denmark. Typically not people his age. But Mike, he'd been living the fast life, you know. He's been living more than twice as fast as the rest of us. So he might have died 32, but he's seen some shit. And he always said he'd die young. A little jokingly, a little seriously, but I never thought this young. I promised him that if anything were to ever happen to him and he had to leave this earth, that I would help take care of his son, and I will. I'm just not in the best position to right now. I have responsibilities elsewhere right now. I gotta be there for Dion. I gotta be a good host for him. But first we have to get him in the ground. I'm pretty sure he's been taken off the ventilator by now, the respirator or whatever you call it. That they're operating on him right now to remove the organs that they can use. Thank God at least he was an organ donor. Like me, I'm also an organ donor. I ride electric unicycles. I figured it doesn't really matter how good I am at riding. No matter how vigilant I am, at some point something's gonna happen. It's gonna be outside my control. And maybe, just maybe, I'm not being a pessimist here, but just maybe whatever happens to me kills me. It's just a matter of how many thousands of miles I put on the road, right? I just want to the best of my ability to help avoid other families to end up in the situation that we were yesterday. There was a lot of people there. I didn't want to like stuff a camera up into everyone's face. Yesterday I didn't want to record at all. Okay? It felt macabre. I had to request to his mother and his little brother to film him in that state. And it just feels horrible. It just feels like, oh, just disgusting. Like, oh, so your YouTube channel is more important than being here in the moment in these times. But then I also thought of how much I would have regretted it if I didn't record anything. Because I've been documenting our life together for the past 3 months or so. And it's been a bumpy ride, you know. I'm always very, very tolerant of Mike and how he is. Sometimes I can't quite hold the frustrations in, and I've voiced those frustrations in the video yesterday. It's gonna be a bitch to edit, man. But I just recorded however much I could get myself to. Because at least Jason's gonna have some great video memories of living with his dad and going camping with his dad. And at some point when he's ready, he'll also be able to see the final video of how it all ended. Seeing himself saying goodbye to his dad. Yesterday it was just for Jason more than anyone. And I just felt, I don't know, like I just felt like some kind of those birds that circle a dying life form in the desert. I forget the name right now. Every time I picked the camera up and recorded, it just felt horrible. But I just had to remind myself that I'm not doing this for anyone, not for myself or for YouTube, but for Jason. And I understand it may not come across that way, but those are my genuine motivations. feels weird to be here without him in this apartment. This is the first place I saw him again after 5 years of not having seen him. On day 4, you can check it out, day 4 on this channel. I came here. That's when it all started. And I'm just so fucking happy that me and Dion, we were able to go back, and at least I was able to have his final meal with him. He made chicken curry with rice, one of his favorites, and it was delicious. He used just the right amount of chili. And now he's dead. Now he's guaranteed dead. I know the staff, they told me that there was nothing I could have done any better, and that I didn't do anything wrong, that he most likely, that the hemorrhage was already, it had already occurred, that there was no way they could have operated on that hemorrhage, or whatever you call it, like basically a blood vessel burst, because he had had too high of a heart rate for a long time. He had a bad heart too, and his lifestyle sure didn't help out. But yeah, when he actually loses consciousness in your arms, you just can't help but feel like you're somehow responsible. It's a very traumatizing experience, man. I never tried anything like that. I've experienced death, but never firsthand like that. But this isn't about me. I'm just gonna try and give these guys a great day. I just made sure that me and Nacha were there when Jason woke up. Gonna go into the others. Hvad hedder de?
Det var Mo og Mille.
Yeah. We're going to buy some food. Get some to eat. Ja.
Jeg skal heller ikke på arbejde.
Nå. Ja, lad os bare fokusere på ham.
Ja.
Ja, det smager det samme.
Ja.
We got some Kinder Eggs for Jason, a bunch of delicious stuff, and we're making meat sauce, or pasta sauce, whatever you want to call it, with minced meat. We're making it Mike style with bacon and cocktail sausages and mushrooms. And Jason got some Halloween toy as well. No spending limits today. Jason.
Yay!
Langhals, det er nok min yndlingsdinosaur, tror jeg.
Se!
Ja.
Langhals.
Lad os håbe, der er en T-Rex, for den har du ikke endnu.
Nej. Den er der i herinde.
I'm eating one of these.
Der.
Drinking some chocolate milk.
Se!
Mm.
Det er chokolade.
Lækkert. Det er noget af det bedste chokolade.
Mm.
Skal vi se, hvilken dinosaurer vi får?
Først så skal man gerne lige læse et kort.
Det gør du Sule.
Okay.
Det gør Sule og det er
Okay.
Okay, lad os se her.
Hvad er det?
Det ligner næsten en T-Rex.
Det er det også.
En grøn T-Rex.
Ja.
Der var du heldig.
Ja.
Så fik du sgu en T-Rex alligevel.
Ja, hvis du kigger på, hvis du vender den om, der er mere end en T-Rex. Den er, tror jeg, også, han har haft før. Han har også haft en anden T-Rex. Der var ret mange af dem.
Vi har den og den og den
Den
og
her
den
har en 4 af.
og den og den her nu.
Wow, der er mange forskellige.
Ja.
Jeg vil gerne have. Den der.
Det er en yndlings.
Ja. En Acrosaurus.
I'm gonna help out the best way I know how to cleaning up a mess.
Hvor den plejer.
Me and Jason just went through some pictures of him and his dad. He really loved him a lot.
Jeg har godt mærke til, at der er rigtig mange både ambulancer, politi, men der er også noget kæmpe knivstykkeri. Men så vi var heldige, at vi bare kunne få lov til at gå frem og tilbage, så vi var på.
Der er andre billeder end mig.
Lad os finde nogen med din far.
Ja.
Nej, altså normalt så må du ikke engang sådan rigtig være inde på. Der må nok være i venteværelsen. Normalt så skal du banke på eller ringe på, hvis du skal bare ind på gangen.
Og
døren var
der,
åben,
hvad var
fordi
det for en?
Det var en af dig.
Hvad var det, jeg havde i hånden?
Der var ikke noget at gøre. Så vi måtte...
Kunne du ikke huske det, jeg havde i hånden?
Jo, jeg har også set dem her. Det er et sjovt billede, det kan jeg godt lide.
Ja.
Han var den med sådan Mars og far. Og så
Se,
gik der nogle timer, hvor han bare var med Benjamin.
og for er der det billede.
Men så til sidst, så han...
Hvor er der et billede af min far?
Det kommer lige om lidt.
Det var Gud, jeg i min kanilus. Og det havde jeg ikke med i munden.
Se, det er dig og din far.
Ja,
Ude at se på geder.
ja med mig. Der var min farmor og givet mig den.
Ja. Og her, din far med lang skæg.
Ja,
Han har også en øllebajer.
Altså fordi man kan sige...
Ja.
øllebajer.
Ja.
Havde jeg ikke
Så se
en
her.
øllebajer?
Nej, det tror jeg, du er for ung til.
Ja,
Så står du sammen med ham, og I spiser pizza.
ja.
Og her, der står han med dig. Hvor ser han godt ud, hva'?
Ja.
Pæn ung mand.
Ja. At min far blev til en gammel mand.
Nej, din far han er oppe i himlen nu.
Ja.
Han nåede ikke at blive til en gammel mand.
Nej.
Det kan være, at jeg kan nå det.
Ja.
Du har levet meget sundere end mig, har selvfølgelig.
Ja, det håber jeg da. Men man ved aldrig, altså. Man får så fandme et chok, når det sker så hurtigt der, altså. Det kan jo... Der er også andre... Lignende ting kan ske for os andre jo. Hvem ved lige pludselig, kan det være, at vi har kørt ned eller sådan noget, ikke? Man kommer i hvert fald helt klart til at tænke over sin egen dødelighed.
Ja, jeg skulle til at sige...
Se her,
Sule har...
der er far.
Ja.
Jo, han er smart. Og nu ryger han ikke her næsten så mange af, og det. Ellers skal han ikke noget. Ja, okay. Det er så sjældent. Og jeg har aldrig været på
Må jeg også se de videoer
Se.
med dig?
Nej, der er din far rigtig pæn.
Ja.
Pæn jakke også.
Når jeg snakker om Sule, så jo, Sule har levet meget bedre.
Det var jeg sort.
Nej, du er hvid der.
Ja.
Det har du vist altid været.
Jeg var den vejen. Og
Det er
hvor er
smart,
jeg sådan der?
Sort-hvid. Det er fordi nogle gange, når man tager billeder, så kommer der ikke nogen farver med. Så er det kun sort og hvid.
Hvorfor er jeg sådan der?
Men det er ikke fordi du så sådan ud. Det er bare fordi kameraet, det havde en indstilling, så man kunne fjerne farverne. Så det kun er i sort og hvid.
Nå.
Ja, det er bare nogle folk, de synes det er pænt, når det kun er sort og hvid. Og pas på, at der ikke, at de ikke bliver våde, de her billeder.
Ja, den ruller den vej, og den ruller her, så sagde jeg,
Ja.
og så gør jeg det. Så lægger jeg den til. Og så har jeg for sådan. Og vi har kigget alle på de videoer.
I'm just out here smoking. Det smager bare bedre med sugerør, hva'?
Jeg har drukket noget hurtigt af min mælk.
Mm.